Next, I would like to give a special welcome to Xsolla and Gokce, who's going to be our speaker, and she's going to be talking about seizing the mobile market shift, why act now when it comes to D2C models. So please welcome Gokce to the stage.
Okay, let's get it started. We have a short presentation. Clicker here. Okay, here. So the topic I would like to discuss today is the mobile shifts happening in the global nowadays. If you have heard about the recent shifts in the mobile gaming market starting from the May 2025, maybe you are confident about the changes, maybe you have some questions about what the shift is about, this session is right for you. We'll be discussing the global shifts happening in the mobile gaming industry. It's a fundamental change happening right now. Oops, can I go back? Okay, yeah, this is me. Let's start with a quick introduction. My name is Gokce. I'm working for Xsolla as a country manager looking after Middle East and North African countries. My job is speaking to the studios and the publishers at all sizes, all genres, all countries in the Middle East and North Africa, and understand more about their monetization strategies and how we can improve their monetization strategies as Xsolla. I have 7-8 years of experience in fintech and payments industry. Now, over the 2 years now, I'm with Xsolla. I'm in charge of the mobile game commerce industry. Before we dive into our heavy topic, let me give you a quick introduction about Xsolla. We are around, Xsolla is a video game commerce company. We are helping studios to fund, monetize, market, and distribute their games globally. We are around for the last 20 years. We have more than 15 offices globally. We have more than 1,000 employees all around the world. My business is easy. My business is to help studios and the publishers to sell directly to the players. When we speak about the web shop, the number speaks for itself. We currently have developed more than 700 web shops to our global partners, let's say Krafton, Warner Bros, Play Studios, Ubisoft, Playcode, and many others. If I may give you a data point, more than 80% of the first-time buyers make a repeat purchase on the web. That means if the player feels confident, if the player feels trusted and secure, that means we know that they always come back to the platform to buy more. They become more loyal to your game and your platform. Let's speak about the success to the formula. So this was the, I don't know if you can see on the screen, this was the secret formula to the success for the many years. If your lifetime value is higher than the user acquisition cost, that means you scaled. It's easy, right? Like a no-brainer formula for the success. But the thing is, this formula is no more valid. Let's see why. The user acquisition costs are rising. It's currently 20%, 40% on a yearly basis. And the platform costs, Apple and Google costs remain the same, 30%. They earn the payments, they own the data, they own the engagement, they own the player habits and everything. They are like the friends who come to the party last and they eat the pizza. So under these circumstances, it's not easy to have revenue margins to the studio. This is why we decided to redefine the success formula. So here the new formula that we are proposing. LTV is there. LTV will be always there, obviously, and should be higher than the user acquisition cost. But this time we need to have any kind of D2C, direct-to-consumer sales channels in your formula. This can be web shops, This can be buy button or any other solutions should be added to your formula. Once you have a direct sales channels, that means you will own the data, you will own the payments, you will own the player habits and all the data that you can manage effectively. So this is the new formula that will bring the success to the mobile game studios. Let's talk about a quick history. Back in 2008, and I'm sure you remember 2008 to 2012, when the F2P came into the market and changed everything in the mobile gaming area. Now we are entering a new era in 2025. This has happened after the US court ruling. Now the studios are legally allowed to sell items to the external parties outside of the platform. So they don't need to pay additional platform fees to Apple and Google. They can external link out the payments as studios, and they're allowed to do that legally. We're going to discuss about this change now. This change has been started back in month of May in US, and as you can see on the map, the other countries and the regions already started to following this trend. So this change is happening globally. Europe, UK, Netherlands, Argentina, Brazil, Korea, Japan, they are all moving towards more open market as global. Now let's look at the country by country. So US is our most open market. The studios, developers, publishers in US now legally link out their payments and no platform fees to be paid. So US is our most open market. The market is also open in Europe, but the 27% fee is still valid. Apple call it service charge fee. And in other countries like Japan, Brazil, India, Korea, the market is open. Japan's regulations has been approved, but the fee is not confirmed yet. It should be somewhere between 0% to 1%. So as you see, the global market is more open than that now, and the studios are starting to follow this change. If you are not following this change, that means that you are expecting to lose 20 to 30% of your untapped revenue each month, which I don't think you would prefer that. Once the D2C started to be more widely used in the market, it's obvious that the web shop became the new industry. It's not a theory anymore, it became the new industry standard. Currently, the web shop market, the web shop name, I'm sure you can see it on your lanyards, $16 billion right now. It's quite big, right? And with 40% conversion rate from first visit to the purchase. So the numbers are also speaking for itself. Let's double click on the web shop. So the web shop is the must-have tool for the open market. When I say web shop, I'm meaning that you can think like an extension of your game. It's an external website, completely customized and fully branded for your game and the studio. It's a modular solution, which you can set it up in a few minutes actually through Xsolla solutions, or you can, if you are too ambitious about design and everything, you can do a fully customized storefront too. And then it comes with some advanced live ops features, of course with some Xsolla expert support and with no integration costs. So setting up a web shop is coming with no cost for the studios. You can think that web shop like a live game system, always up and running, always engaging, always evolving. You can enable some live ops features on your platform. What are those? You can set up some campaigns, you can retarget your paying customers, you can do some A/B tests, you can test the pricing points. So you can do a bunch of things, and the real beauty is you can measure the performance immediately, because now you own the data. You don't need to get any data from any other parties, the traditional platforms. So this is the beauty. And also on the web shop, you will notice how when you keep the web shop fresh and updated, you will notice and you will be surprised how players will react to the relevance. You will see how this makes the biggest change in your life. Similarly, once you have a web shop, the platform will give you actionable analytics and AI-driven recommendations so that you can change, you can evolve, you can update your web shop according to the market needs and the daily basis topics. Of course, Xsolla is known with the payment solutions. You can always add payment solutions on top of your web shop, which gives you more than 1,000 payment methods to your players. They are no longer limited with the 10, 15 payment solutions that is offered by the traditional platforms, but now they can use many other alternative monetization solutions. It can be e-wallets, direct-to-carrier billing systems. It can be over-the-counter solutions are now available on your platform, so you are not going to miss any single player in your market. Of course, the platform is backed by 25 languages, more than 130 currencies, and it comes with end-user support in the local languages. So when the players are enjoying to pay with the favorite payments solutions, Xsolla is the one who is taking care of the fraud, tax management, legal and compliance stuff, the boring stuff, I want to say. So we are taking the burden of the entire financial and the legal compliance burden. Let's spend a few seconds on the buy button. So if the web shop is your foundation, your base, you can think the buy button is your booster. The beauty of the buy button is you can have your players to complete the purchase right in your mobile game. So the players do not need to go any external platform to complete the purchase. They can stay in the game, they can complete the purchase. It feels fast, it feels secure and native. Currently the buy button market is a little bit smaller than the web shop, but it's gaining the traction, gaining the momentum there. Of course, things have started in US, but the other countries are also following. Some countries are slower than the others, but the web shop is also very important. And of course, you can keep up to 95% of the IAP each month. Some numbers from US. Since this shift has started in US, we are sharing the numbers from US market because this is the only market that we can get the results from right now. We observed that 65% revenue uplift in the games who is using the web shop, and this number doubles when they add web shop plus buy button. Actually, this is the power of meeting with the players where they are, so it's in the game. That's the magic of buy button. Maybe you are thinking like, okay, Gokce, that's great, and the numbers, the fees and everything, but are the players ready? So here's the number for the players. We noticed that almost 50% of the players who are completing the purchase on the web shop, the conversion rate is more than almost 50% now, compared to 18% without any web shop. Those who adopt first win first, or with my own words, first comes, first serve. If you are still don't have any D2C strategy, I'm sorry, but you are already late. So you have to pull up a strategy, you have to get some consultation, you have to speak to the professional companies who is guiding you on this, because if you don't follow the trend, you will stay behind. when you are opening up yourself for the D2C strategy, that means you will have new revenue streams. That means you will have new regions and then the countries that you are going to sell. And finally, it's going to bring you some more complexity, more paperwork, for fraud work, of course, more financial and legal work. So that's why you need to work with a MOR, Merchant of Record company, who can support you on that. So Xsolla is one of the biggest merchant of record companies that you can work. While you are focusing on your game development, we are handling the financial taxes, compliance, regulatory changes, complex markets like in Japan, or some markets keep changing the regulatory and the studios cannot keep up with those changes because a studio might be small, it might have limited resources for it. So we are working on it for you. So Xsolla is not only the payment processing company, but also merchant of record company handling the tax management, global and regional compliance, dispute management, end user support, refund management, everything. I'm going to be around here today and tomorrow to discuss about your monetization strategy. I'll be happy to work with you. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns about the new shifts, I'll be here. Thank you so much for your time.